What's going on, guys? It's Aiden25 here, and welcome back to another episode of Gran Turismo 7. So in the last episode, we unlocked another championship at Tokyo's street, or Tokyo's highway, and we did that one, along with completing another couple menu books, and we unlocked a couple new pavilions here, the GT Auto and Scapes, and then sport and multiplayer mode also, which is pretty cool. So I actually want to jump into sport really quick and just take a look around it and see what it's all about, because that's got me kind of curious. It said gameplay recording pause, so I don't know if this is actually paused for you guys or not, but let's see. Official online races and time trials. So what makes this any different than driver rating is an indicator of driver speed. Performing well in sport mode will increase your driver rating. Driver rating is restricted by your SR. Your DR cannot improve unless you improve your SR. Okay. A driver rating of S indicates a star player. Drivers who meet the entry conditions for championships can become registered as star players. Okay. Wait, what was the... Oh, okay. Here. Okay. Sportsmanship rating indicates your driver's behavior while racing with others. Dangerous actions such as colliding with other cars will cause your SR to decrease. The cleaner you drive, the more your SR will improve. Well, that makes sense, yeah. Daily races are official online races where you're pitted against drivers of a similar speed. Your performance in daily races will affect your DR and SR. Okay. Enter regularly held tournaments and earn points for your performances. Championship consists of multiple rounds. Points are allocated at the end of each round based on performance. Okay, oh yeah. GT 1, 2, or 3 will be the ratings for the leagues. Okay. Don't drive like an asshole, basically. That makes sense. Wait, what? Make sure you don't cross the white line when entering or exiting the pit lane. Oh, okay. Okay, well, we're not going to do that right there. So I hope you guys didn't just completely get blacked out right there, which I think you might have because of that, but that was interesting. Okay. So it looks like both sport and multiplayer are both multiplayer. So that's kind of interesting. But alright. So let's get our next menu book. Japanese FR sports cars. Okay. Yep, front engine, rear wheel drive. Okay, well, I'm guessing if we're gonna have to, we're most likely probably gonna have to drive an FR car for this, just like we did for the FF challenge, but we do have my car, my Toyota 86, so we got that taken care of. I'm definitely gonna drive that. I'll probably end up driving the newer one though compared to mine because it'll be a little bit faster, but maybe I'll drive mine just to make it a little bit more fair. Because it'll still be fast. Alright, let's see. So what do we gotta do here? So high speed ring. Hey, look at that. My car, look, they got my car right on the cover there. That's so lit. That's so lit. Yeah, okay, so we do gotta change. Well, look how much faster the new version of my car is compared to the to my year, huh? Ain't that wild? I think driving mine will be alright. Oh, comfort tires. Oh, no. I mean, at least they're softs, but no. There we go. Alright, let's see. Yeah, okay. I think that'll be fine. This is so cool. Get to race in my car. I wish this was real. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at her. She's so pretty. I love my car so much, guys. I wanted it's a funny story on when I first found out about it. I was actually driving my ex-girlfriend home from work, or from somewhere one day. We were hanging out, and I was driving like around the city that she lives in on our way home, and I had heard this really big boomy beefy engine roaring, and I'm like, whoa, what was that? That sounded super, super cool. So there I am, I'm looking all around for, like a Mustang, a Challenger, something like that, right? And I see this bright yellow little blip go turning down this street and going down, and I'm like, there's no way it was that little car, right? Obviously, looking at it, you can tell it's a sports car. No duh, right? But, I had never seen one before. It was literally the first time I'd ever seen one. Because they're not the most common, at least where I live in the U.S. I don't think they're really the most common, period, in the U.S., but at least where I live, they're not. Especially the Scion. Well, actually, I lied. The Scion is more common than the Toyota because the 86 didn't really get brought out over here until Scion closed. But, until Toyota closed Scion, But, so I was like, there's no way it was that little car making all that noise, right? But I loved the look of it, and, I was like, I want that car. And I started seeing it more and more, of course. And I was like, no, you know what? I really want that car. It looks so cool. And then, time was going on. I was having, my car that I had owned at the time was having car problems. And, so I was talking with my parents, because we were like, yeah, you're gonna have to get yourself a new car or whatever. And obviously, for those of you that don't know, buying used cars is, the most annoying thing in the whole world. Most annoying thing in the entire world. And because I wasn't looking for anything, I was about to get anything new, because I didn't want to get into another lease. Because we had tried that before, but I went way too far over my mileage, so we weren't trying to do that again. So I was like, okay. And obviously I couldn't just outright afford a new car, and I didn't want to really take out that big of a loan. So we were like, okay, well, we'll look around or whatever. But then, so we saw this. They were like, well, what if you take out a small loan of about $10,000 or $12,000 or whatever, and get yourself a decent, newer used car. Well, I was doing my research on this car because I had really wanted it, right? So I was doing my research on it to see how much one would cost me or whatever, and I was like, oh. For those of you guys that are wondering how I'm getting my driving marathon done already, this video is actually pre-recorded from yesterday, because I'm actually, probably at the time of this recording, I'm down visiting my aunt, and I wanted to, or not the recording, the time of the upload, so I wanted to make sure you guys still had a video and everything. But yeah, so anyway, long story short, I was like, well, if I'm gonna already be taking out a loan that big, can't I at least get a car that I want? Because I'm only gonna, if I take out a loan for that much, plus I use money that I've saved up from working over the last, by that point I think I'd been working for 5 years by the time that I bought the car. So I was like, if I just use the money that I'd saved up over the last 5 years of work plus the loan to, get the car that I actually want. It's like I didn't shut up about wanting this car. Like, ever since the first time I saw it, like I honestly never shut up about wanting to get it, guys. Like I told my parents all the time, I told all my coworkers, I told my ex, like I want this car so bad. Like it looks so nice, it's so beautiful. Like oh my god, I want this car so bad. And I really just took that 3 wide through that little tight intersection. That's absolutely insane. And I came out with the lead still. And like my parents took some convincing because they didn't like the fact that it was a sports car. You know, what are you gonna do for the winter? And I'm like, well, I still have my Taurus. I mean, you know, it's a piece of crap, but you know, I only need it for when it snows, right? For the winter. And like, you know, well, what happens if you get into an accident? Oh, what's gonna happen if I get into an accident? That Focus that you guys want me to buy, like. So it took some convincing and me somewhat throwing a little bit of a tantrum, but you know, it wasn't necessarily a tantrum, but like, you know, you guys know what I mean. I'm sure you guys that are around my age have had talks with your parents like that before. And I'm like, you know, I'm 25 or I'm 24 years old, like, you know, I got the money, like, you know. So long story short, I ended up getting it though, and as of next September, the car will officially be mine. My loan payment will be paid off, so I won't have to worry about that anymore, which is super, super cool. And then, like I said, the car will officially be mine. So, and like I said, like I got one of the cars that I absolutely loved and I really wanted. So this is like the first car on my list of cars that I definitely want to own in my life that I've gotten, or that I actually own now. Next is a Corvette. I love Corvettes so much. Like I honestly, like along with this car here, I'll probably buy every Corvette variant for any sort of event that I can use it for in this game. Obviously, as you guys saw, I took that corner so bad. Obviously, as you guys saw about the 01 on like as soon as we got the new showrooms on the brand central for the brand for the new cars unlocked. But yeah, so that's just I guess a little bit of a story to say like never give up on your dreams. If you want something, go out. If you have the ability, you always have the ability to go out and get it. So go out and get it. Like if you want something, work hard for it, and you'll be able to obtain it. So that's my words of inspiration for the day, guys. Alrighty, that was pretty nicely done there. I don't know how I got a. Well, I guess I didn't really make contact with anybody, did I? I just kind of kissed the wall a little bit. I didn't really touch any drivers. There we go, with a nice little blue Mazda. It must have been called the Eunice Roadster in Japan, because over here it's called the Miata in the States. So that must be only a Japanese or maybe even possibly European name for it. That's kind of interesting. Let me go spin this roulette ticket though. I guess I should wait to complete that menu book just in case I get another one, but that's fine. We'll just do it really quick. It's a 3-star roulette ticket. Ooh. Hopefully we get something good. Okay, I'll definitely take money. You guys are seeing how poor my luck is with all these roulette ticket spins that I'm getting. I have absolutely atrocious luck, guys. I swear I do. Alright, well there's another menu book complete. Oh, really? I did not know that the Deep Forest Raceway was in Switzerland. That's really interesting. Because that was in Gran Turismo 3, guys. And obviously they don't really... Back then they weren't telling you, like, where the racetracks were actually, like, what countries they were in, Okay, so the Nissan Silvia and then the Mazda Yunus Roadster. The Corolla Levine. I have no idea what that is. I thought that was a Sprinter Torino from Toyota, but I guess it's not. Oh yeah, I mean they're gorgeous. I mean, especially the Miata and that, yeah, the Toyota 2000 GT, gorgeous cars. Not really a big fan of the original Nissan GTRs though, I'm not gonna lie to you. But obviously like the new one that I bought, right? Or the newer one. Oh, so this is French hot hatches. Okay. Peugeot, Renault. Okay. Well, obviously I already have the Clio. I don't know when I unlocked the Clio, but we have that already. Maybe from one of the licenses I got that. I don't know. Alright. Let's go racing, boys. Wonder where we're going to have to go to for this. Oh, we get to go to race at Deep Forest Raceway. Awesome. Sunday Cup 500 now. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we gotta use a European car. Okay, I'll grab my TT again. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I had softs on. Alright, so here if we win this, we'll win a Peugeot 208 GTI. Alright. Actually in the field of competition for us today. That's interesting. I believe it was in 6th place. Or 5th place, whatever it was. Or back at this track again. Okay. Cool. I've already forgotten how this track works. That's awesome. Good job, babe. That was actually a really nice corner, I think. That wasn't. Boy, I'm doing terrible. Is that an Aston? Oh, no, it's an Alpine. I'm asking if it's an Aston Martin. That's funny. Oops. Well, that's what you get for slowing down right in front of me there, big fella. Oh, did not slow down enough. Thankfully, I didn't get on the gas right away, so I was able to hold my line. Alright. This track's kind of tricky, I'm not gonna lie. At least it's tricky for me. This might take me some attempts to get down pat. But as I was saying in the last episode, though, I'm hoping that like I can get with this game just like how I was with like Gran Turismo 3 and Gran Turismo 5 back in the day, and like get these tracks down to where like I get them good, to where like I can actually kind of drive and get good lap times on them, and not like go sliding around everywhere like I'm nuts. That was a really good corner, I think, but even though I think I did really good there last time too, and then I messed this bit up. But I didn't mess up this time, which is good. I think it's because I wasn't trying to worry about passing another car, so I didn't go too wide like I did. Because I went really wide last time to like try to give myself room to pass him. I don't think I slowed down enough for that corner. Now you see there was no indicator there to slow down at all. So I don't know why I went so wide right there. Whatever. Coming down the final stretch. And taking the checkered flag in first place. Gosh, is that really how far behind everybody else is? They're not even getting their times in? There's no way. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna wait for another second because I just want to know. Okay, yeah, they must have just not checked for some reason, so there's no way that they still haven't crossed the line. Alright, well that gives us the Peugeot. Alright, and now we can go to Deep Forest Raceway. I actually really do like this track, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely was one of the favorites from back in the day on Gran Turismo 3. Well, I lied. I won't say one of the favorites, but I did like it. I really hope that they have Grand Valley Speedway in this game, or at least if they don't have it already, they bring it back. Because that by far was probably one of my favorite tracks from Gran Turismo 3. And I know that they had it in 5 also, and I loved it. I didn't like it as much in 5 because it just seemed different to me for some reason. Even though it really wasn't. I think it just because it looked aesthetically different, I just associated it with being different. But, as I said, it really wasn't. But I loved it in Gran Turismo 3. But this was a good one too, though, Deep Forest Raceway was. You see how much nicer I'm taking these corners too with these soft tires on? Like, you remember when we had to do that license test with that Renault Megane touring car for that bit? Like, do you understand how much easier that would have been for me if I had soft tires on? It would have been so much nicer. I really can't tell if the... Oh, they redesigned this track. That's interesting. Because you see how it took that... I thought that turn was a lot sharper than it used to be. That's interesting that they redesigned it for this game. Because, like, in Gran Turismo 3, that was just like a long sweeping left-hander, kind of. But it was almost like it was two separate turns in general. Like there would be, instead of it being that sharp little hairpin, it was a little bit of a wider left-hand corner. And then you'd have a straightaway, and then it would be another kind of wider left-hand corner. And then it would be the straightaway. Compared to, with this game, it's a very sharp, tight hairpin, and then kind of like a long S's section in a way. Oh god, I just didn't hit the brakes there at all. And somehow I stayed on the track. That's interesting though that they redesigned it. That's kind of nice though, I guess. Which brings me to the question, is this actually how the track looks in real life compared to how it was in Gran Turismo 3? Or... Oh, that Tried to get way too much out of that brake zone. Oh, good lord. I tried to get way too much out of that brake zone. I just thought I could brake later because I broke pretty early on the first time around, and I passed him on the inside, but then he retook me back on the outside. So I just, okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I didn't get a clean racing bonus. Who did I hit? Unless it's because I hit the wall, maybe. I don't remember hitting anybody. Well, alright. Well, that's the Sunday Cup 500 complete. So let's go turn this menu book in, and then that'll probably be a good place to wrap this episode up. Ooh, a 2-star roulette ticket. Awesome. Alright, what can you tell me about these things, Luga? Very nice picture, too, there, by the way. Really? I didn't know that either. That looks like a rally car there. An Alpine rally car. Oh, that must be from Citroen then, the DS3. That kind of looks like Citroen's badge. I wonder if that's what that is. That was a nice little choreograph right there. Petit Course de France. Let's just open this and take a look-see. Oh, is it another championship? Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, we'll have to come back to that one in a moment. Ooh. I really like these, like whenever there's a championship race, like these little cinematics that they have before, they're very aesthetically pleasing. We got all the haulers bringing in everybody's race cars. Look at this, guys, this looks so real. That's so cool. That was beautiful. Alright. Well, let's spin our roulette ticket, and then that'll probably be a good place to end this part off. Hopefully we get something good out of this one. Ooh, I'll take that 350. Oh. Oh well. Alright, cool. Well, if you guys did enjoy this episode, please leave a like down below. I greatly appreciate that. And click that subscribe button if you guys are new. In the next episode, we're going to jump into that championship race, or series, I guess it'll be, at Petit Course de France. And hopefully come away with a gold trophy again. So, catch you guys next time. See you later, guys.